Can I ask you another topic about the those about the Muslim argumentation that says that Muhammad prophecy, not prophecy, but yeah. Do you know about the? Actually, I've asked about this question before, about the confirmation from the Christians monks, Bahira, and the other one, Naufal bin. Who's that?
Waraqah.
His Khadija's. Sorry.
Yeah, Waraqah bin Noufal. Waraqah bin Noufal.
Waraqah bin Naufal.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? How do you respond about that? Because usually,
okay,
the Muslims usually use this as an argumentation that the Christians at that time, or Nasrani, upholds his prophethood. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, those are Nasara, or those are not the Christians. And the Quran never used the word Christian ever in the whole book. You will see it says, yes, it says Nasara, and we are not Nasara. If you speak to any Christian from the Middle East, you ask him, are you a Christian or Nasara? Are you a Masihi or Nasara? He will say to you, we are Masihi. And
I see.
Masihi, I'm not Nasara. Nasara simply, it was a name or a title given to a group of people who they are the same as like Jehovah's Witnesses today, false Christians, rejected Christians. So Muhammad around him, he never have Christians, he have Nasara. And this is why he speak about those who they are Nasara, not about those who they are Christians. However, the story of Waraqah bin Noufal appears strongly in the hadith, where it says that when Waraqah bin Noufal he died, Muhammad he stopped receiving inspiration. Now, why Muhammad he will receive no inspiration no more? Just because a priest who is not a Christian, he is a Nasara priest, he died. Why? I mean, why Allah will stop sending this guy? Have nothing to do with Muhammad being prophet or not. He's just a man, old man. So why Allah stop sending revelation? What happened? And you will see here that if you read carefully with me, I have it in the screen. It says Khadija then accompanied him, her cousin, to her cousin Waraqah bin Noufal. Actually, he is not a cousin like their cousin. Anyway, Waraqah bin Noufal, Ibn Asad, Ibn Abdul Uzza, Ibn Qusay. Waraqah was the son of etc., like uncle of blah blah blah, the father brother, who is during the pre-Islamic period become a Christian. He did not become a Christian. This is a lie. He became a Nasara. This guy, he was a pagan. Then he became some story to say he wanted to be a Jew, and then he decided to become Nasara, which is not a Christian. And then he used to write Arabic writing, and used to write of the gospel in Arabic. That is the Quran. Do you see it? It's proven to us here that there's an Arabic writing in the time of Muhammad, which is supposedly Arabic writing of what is called the gospel of the Nasara, not the Christians. All right,
I see.
And this is where Muhammad was getting his revelation. This is not revelation, this is the writing of Waraqah. And then you will see that when Waraqah he died, it says Muhammad he even tried to commit suicide. If you see here, read with me. And then, but a few days after, or after a few days, Waraqah died, and the divine inspiration was also paused. What? Why the divine paused for the death of a man? And then the prophet becomes so sad, as we have heard, that he intended several times to throw himself from the tops of the high mountains. And every time he went up to the mountain in order to throw himself down, Gabriel, which is Jibril, would appear to him before him and say, "Oh Muhammad, you are indeed Allah messenger in truth," whereupon his heart would become quiet and calm down and return home. And then whenever period coming of the inspiration is stopped or paused again, Muhammad he go again to try to commit suicide. So Muhammad, according to the story, he tried to commit suicide after the death of Waraqah because he is not receiving inspiration. Why? Because Waraqah is dead.
Yeah,
And
it's
now
very funny, isn't
who
it?
is going to give him
Mhm.
inspiration? The inspiration is not inspiration. This is Waraqah was teaching him what to say. So now
Okay,
after the death of Waraqah, Muhammad, he have a problem. What he would do, what he would say to
okay.
people, where he will get the Quran which was reciting before. But as you see, the hadith here confirming that Waraqah have a book, and most likely Muhammad, he got his hand in this book after his death, so he continue.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it took him time before he got the solution to read from the book of Waraqah. So it says that he tried to commit suicide, and here the question is a challenge for all the Muslims. Why somebody is a prophet of God, he will do such a thing?
Intend
And
to
he,
kill himself.
yes, and many times, not only once, not like one, two,
Yes.
you know. And why each time he tried to kill himself, the angel come to him and says to him, truly you are a prophet. That's mean Muhammad himself do not believe he's a prophet. That's why he want to kill himself.
Yeah.
So when he said to
And
him,
I heard
oh yeah,
that
wait,
in
don't,
Islam.
yeah, don't do it, don't do it. You are truly a prophet. And Muhammad, he relaxed and he go down home. I mean, what kind of a kid this kid is? He said, this is a behavior of a crazy man, a kid. I mean, even a kid will not do that. Why you want to kill yourself? Let us say I was a prophet and God stopped sending me revelation. So what? So what I would do? Why I want to kill myself?
Yeah. And I've heard that if a Muslim have a big intent to do something, that it must be considered. Like if they want to do the saum, the fast,
Yes.
and they have they want to do it, then it is a very important thing. Then compared to that, in this case, Muhammad himself, he intends to kill himself. So it must be a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the prophet. I mean, if the prophet is
He is a
working to
prophet,
kill
yes.
himself,
Yes,
so who's
that's right.
left? This is a work of somebody he don't
It's a
believe.
sample for everybody, for
And this is
all
actually,
Muslims.
according to Muslim, it's a sin to kill yourself. Like if they do commit suicide bombing, it's halal. This is because this is jihad. But to kill yourself, just to kill yourself, is forbidden. So why the prophet, even Muhammad himself, he said, the one who kill himself by a knife or a piece of steel, or throwing himself from the high mountain, you know, he will spend his life in eternal life in hellfire. So why you are saying that if you do that, you will go to hellfire, but yet you yourself, you try to throw yourself from the from the top of the mountain?
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's a chain of contradiction, chain of stupidity, and Muhammad life is very interesting to be explored and laughed at.
Okay. So what do you think about the other one, a priest named Bahira?
You know, there is many stories about Bahira, but I usually focus in the story of Waraqah more, because I believe that Waraqah is the real person who have a real impact on Muhammad life.
Okay.
If he was exist, I mean Muhammad.
I see.
Because Bahira, supposedly he was a person who lived in Damascus, and it might be not a true story. I'm not sure about it. But Waraqah, I believe most likely he is the real father of Muhammad. You know,
I see.
He is a real father, because if you have my book, you will find that when Muhammad father, according to the stories of Muslims, and I have the reference there.
Yeah, I'm still reading it. Yes, that's right. Okay.
When he was going to sleep with Muhammad father, Waraqah, or the sister of Waraqah, she offered the father of Muhammad 100 camel to sleep with her. And does that make sense? Most likely Waraqah, he sent his sister to the father of Muhammad, saying to her, trying to convince him not to sleep with that woman, sleep with my sister, because already Waraqah sleeping with her. At that time the Arab, they used to do something, it's called Zawaj al-Rah, where a woman, she sleep with many men, and when she got a pregnant, she decide who is the father, you know. So Waraqah, obviously, like there's a story of Muhammad was lost. Where they find him? With Waraqah. Muhammad always can be found with Waraqah. This is why when Muhammad, when Waraqah he died, Muhammad was so sad.
Yeah. So
because he do not know any father except Waraqah.
Go on.
This is the only father he know. This is the only real father he know. You know, Waraqah. You know.
About the Nasara again. They mentioned about if I'm not mistaken, from Jalalain, the Nasara were supposed to be people who were being straight, weren't they?
The Nasara is the one who help.
Yeah.
Coming from the word, the one who like, which mean the helpers. You know, the helpers of the Messiah. But anyway, that's not true. You know, the Muslims always they try to mix between Arabic and the original language. The word Nasara is coming from the Nazareth, and those are Nazareth is not from the Nasra, the city of Jesus. It is from the word mean poor, the poor in Hebrew. So they are called by the Christians the poor, for they have a poor understanding of the Bible, not because they are poor. So they are called the poor. Those are the Nazareth people. So Muhammad, he is speaking about them, and he believed that they are the true Christian because those are a Jew. Those are Jews who've been discriminated to, and they run away to the Arabian Peninsula. When the Christian reject their teaching, they face kind of discrimination during the time of the Roman. So they run away. They run away, escaping from any place have authority of the Roman, because simply they are rejected. So Muhammad, he never met the really Christians. He met only Nasara, and those Nasara, they are rejected by the Christian themselves. So Muhammad always having the influence of the Nasara, who they have their own idea. And Muhammad, he learned from the Nasara that Jesus, when he was on the cross, he, you know, it might really appear that he was there, but because God, he loved his son, there is no way he will make the true Jesus, you know, be crucified. So yes, it was Jesus, but obviously Jesus, he placed his image. They did not say he's a clone. No, they did not say clone as Muhammad say. They say he placed his image, but the true Jesus was not crucified because he is higher than this. So Muhammad, he took the idea of the crucifixion from the Nasara too.
Yeah.
You know?
So if the Muslims say that the Nasara at that time were people who were astrayed from the right path, which is Islam, then Waraqah himself is not he was not a right Muslim, or well,
but because Muhammad
Islamic Christian, isn't it?
Right, but because Muhammad is a hypocrite man, he said that Waraqah will go to heaven. Why? It doesn't make sense, you know, because if he is Nasara, you know, how he will go to heaven? It doesn't make sense. But so, you know,
they're full of contradictions. It is the argumentation.
The real, I believe strongly, Muhammad, he is the maid of his father. He continued the mission of his father, which is Waraqah bin Noufal. He created a cult of his own, you know, and he wanted Muhammad to be like a priest of the cult. And it's not about being a prophet, really, you know. And Muhammad, he carry on with the message, which is the message of his father, which is Waraqah, you know. Yeah. Anyway, my friend, there is some people trying to call, so I'm going to. I have to, you know, give you enough time. And maybe some other people who are trying to call, they can call us. You can feel free to call again, please. All right.